Hey, it's Cat Bambini, Peace Punk Production. Welcome to my new subscriber. I saw that I have a new subscriber, which made me want to come back for another episode. Actually, I'm that easy. 11. Thanks for being with me, guys. I'm really grateful to have this channel right now. Even if what we're talking about is not so fun. Today, for victims and anybody wanting to learn about narcissism, which I speak about, that's my topic. You have to have one topic. And so this is my topic. Today, the topic is projection. Now, I've been reading a lot about projection, which is what made me want to talk about it. Also, just tuning in, trying to see what might be useful to you. Because there's no point if it's not useful to you, right? So, projection is something that will drive you batty, okay? Now, on other channels, you're gonna get a different thing. Here, you're gonna get me, okay? I put on lip gloss because I was told to. I still do it. I don't know. It's cool. So, other viewers watching for a long time will know what I'm talking about. The new viewers, you probably have similar things you've adopted from this type of person that we're discussing that you think you have to do in order to be accepted and loved. So, I'm trying to show you I suffer with that as well. There are things that just stick, okay? There's things that stick. And you don't have to fight them. But education, knowledge is power. It's like Boots Riley said, teacher, my hands up. Don't let me be a victim. All that stuff. So, projection is infuriating, okay? So if you have a shaky sense of self, if you believe what other people say about you, then you will be looking to other people for their opinions about you, thinking that this is who you are, and you're gonna spend your whole life looking for outside opinions, and you'll just be crazy. Ask me how I know. So, projection is something that these characters use to, it's not purposeful, okay? Here's the sad takeaway. Speaking with, my favorite people, spiritual advisors who are no longer here, they're my mentors. Projection is something that you pick up. It's a primitive coping mechanism. And with these characters, it's an inability, frankly, to see anything outside of themselves. They cannot see anything other than what they are seeing. And so Dr. Romani, she's a major force here on YouTube. She has a glossary of terms about every single thing that she could possibly think of that might affect people who deal with these individuals, including those individuals themselves. I recommend checking her out. She talks about projection. She was the first one that tipped me off to the fact that it's a primitive coping mechanism, okay? And these characters have a disability, unfortunately, okay? They have a disability where they haven't advanced past 5. Okay, so they're developmentally stunted. Who knows what happened in those first years? I'm not here to advocate for them particularly, but I have to say, in the past with this channel, I've been antagonistic, and that's not my MO, okay? Everybody at the core, I believe, has a soul and deserves love. Sun shines on everybody. So for me to stand here and say that I'm better than anybody else, no, okay? I've gotten some bad karma for that, okay? It all comes back. But projection drove me nuts, okay? So I've had people project on me my whole life that I was certain things. Particularly, we can say, for example, like with tattoos, right? People have projected that I'm a certain way because I have tattoos. And it's been very dangerous to me. When I originally just got them so I wouldn't, get beat up. So that's an example of projection, right? So somebody might look at me and they're like, you are a slut, right? They don't know I grew up Mormon. Or they might look at me and say, you are a rebel. They might not know I worked for the government and follow rules. Stuff like that, right? That I really like rules, actually, because I have OCD. And I'm a poet and musician. So, you know, when I was spending any time with any of these individuals that had this disability where they would project on you who you are, I would listen to them about myself. Now, this is for victims. I would listen to them because I trusted them above God or source or higher power, whatever you want to call love, which is what I believe in, love, okay? Now, if you choose love, you're not in fear. That's it. That's about all I've learned. I don't know much more past that, okay? Because I'm just starting to figure that out myself. And it's every second of every hour that you choose love or fear, okay? So while you're educating on these folks, choose love or fear. It's up to you. But projection will drive you nuts because you will believe what they say about you, which will make you crazy because you're walking around in a simulation that they've projected that doesn't fit you. Of course you're gonna go nuts. Of course you're gonna go nuts, okay? Don't beat yourself up. It's cool. Of course you're gonna go nuts. They're projecting on you all sorts of weird stuff, okay? All sorts of weird stuff, all the time. And your survival mechanism might have been to adopt that weird stuff to survive, right? So, of all the things I've studied about projection, most of them didn't stick, except for that it's something that they're doing, it's a disability, okay? It's a projection because they're incapable of having what we call empathy. Now, empathy is something that causes you to feel and see and think with another person's eyes, feelings, body. You put yourself in their shoes. Unfortunately, from what we're learning, these characters do not have empathy or show it, okay? Now, I have met some of them who do have some empathy, okay? They may not be ends. It's not up to me to decide. I'm not a doctor. The only thing you can do is study the behavior and get to know it and decide for yourself what you want to accept in your life. Because you can change your reality. You can change your thoughts. You can change your reality. I'm only here because of you guys, okay? You make me able to do this. And so I'm very grateful for you. That's the love sign. Thank you so much for your support. Through some turbulent times. Thank you for being here. You helped me, I believe, more than I helped you. So now, I'm not gonna make a video unless I feel that I have something to share. Okay? I've been riled up, I've made some weird videos, I've taken them down. You don't need that, I don't need that, okay? But I'm glad you're here. So, projection. When you're looking at another person and you don't see them, you don't listen to them, you don't hear them, you project your own idea onto them based on your own limited reality. Because your reality is purely limited to your own experience. The only way that you can learn about other people is to get to know them and realize that you are not them. You're a separate being. Now, a lot of people want to go around saying there's no separation. Maybe that's because we're all part of the same energy, okay? But we are individual beings. We do have bodies, we do have souls, we do have freedom to choose, at least as Viktor Frankl says in Man's Search for Meaning. He went through the Holocaust. Our attitude in any given set of circumstances. That is the one thing you can choose, no matter what. Now, even that comes with caveats. If you've been, scrambled a bit, you may not have full control over your mind. So I would recommend what's helped me, and I don't know that I'm an example, except for how to make an ass of yourself in public and keep going. Be yourself. You're already okay. And if other people are projecting onto you a reality that's not real and making you live in that reality, That's definitely food for thought, okay? That's projection. I'm not feeling anything more from the universe or God in this sense to share with you today. Just so grateful for you. Please take care of yourselves, all right? Peace out.